Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. So now guys, the nail that sticks out will be hammered down. The head of the hammer, the base of the hammer, is very big, and the movement of the strokes that strikes is decisive. Guys, I bring you this. Buhari government will no longer tolerate threats to peace and unity. So this is now Buhari now taking an assertive position over the goings on in recent times within the Nigerian space, the NSAS demonstrations and all that. So again, the headline, Buhari, government will no longer tolerate threats to peace and security. So now let's now see how this is detailed. President Muhammadu Buhari on Thursday said threats to peace will not be tolerated. He praised traditional rulers for their calming influence at the peak of the #NSAS protest, saying the issues raised by the protesters were being addressed. I want to once again thank you for the role you all have played to calm down our youths with wisdom and authority. By instilling hope and keeping the peace, you have rendered the country a great service. We cannot allow anybody or group to threaten the peace or sabotage these efforts, the president said. He spoke when he received a delegation of the National Council of Traditional Rulers led by the Sultan of Sokoto, His Eminence Muhammadu Saudu Abubakar III, at the State House in Abuja. On the team include Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Enitan Ogunwese, Etse Nupe Alhaji Yahaya Abubakar, Emir of Kano Alhaji Aminu Adobayero, and Amayanado of Twambras King Alfred Deite Spiff. President Buhari told the royal fathers, "We have heard the loud cries of our youth and children, and we are addressing their concerns. Strong, transparent efforts are underway to address those rogue elements of the Nigerian police force. Simultaneously, the Nigerian police force will also undergo the much-needed reform that covers welfare, working conditions, and code of conduct that will usher in a more professional workforce." The president noted the challenges that come with our growing youth population. He said, "There is no hiding place regarding how we should address insecurity concerns, youth unemployment, job creation, boosting industrialization, and preparing for a transition into a digital economy." He stressed that the government required the support and voice of the traditional institution to help amplify the message. "Your proximity to the people places you in a unique position to communicate and ensure that our response is targeted and impactful in view of your role as guardians of our traditional values and culture," President Buhari said. He urged the monarchs not to compromise their neutrality because this is what significantly confers on you your moral authority and legitimacy. According to President Buhari, his chief of staff, Ibrahim Gambari, would lead senior government officials to various parts of the country to directly engage with you as part of this process. On the C-19 pandemic, the president noted that economies have been crippled as the response to the pandemic has forced businesses to shut down or devise new means of transacting. His administration, he said, has designed various schemes and taken many measures to soften the impact despite our own revenue struggles as government. More needs to be done to cater to our fellow citizens, not just those in the urban areas, but also those in the rural areas. So this is now Malam Buhari putting the smack down on the NSAS protest effectively. So to be forewarned is to be forearmed, and you have been forewarned now, and this forewarning is coming from a military Fulani man who is known for ruthlessness. So Malam Buhari is telling you pointedly now that he is not going to facilitate any longer for any demonstration. So you have heard this, and you have also seen the what is called the Inspector General of Police, are traveling around all the states to address his men and to tell them that they're entitled to use their firearms in protection of themselves. And you can read between the lines on that. He told them that they can use their firearms to protect themselves. And of course, you know the interpretation that your average corporal from Oshodi, from Katsina, wherever, the average corporal, he is reading it as something different. So they are preparing for you now, and they are prepared, and the forewarning now is now being signaled to the Nigerian population via their traditional leaders, although the list of that traditional rulers that attended again shows the bias of this whole setup. Because if you go through the list of names again, which I'm just trying to bring up now. So we have the Sultan of Sokoto being the lead, Mohamedu Saudu Abubakar, and then we have one representative for the whole of Yoruba land, the Ooni of Ife, Oba Adeyeye Enitan Oguesi, and then you had the Etsu Nupe Alhaji Yahaya Abubakar, so one of their own again, and then you had the Emir of Kano in addition to that, Aminu Adobayero, so one of their own again. And this other one, I've never heard of him, the Amayanado of Twam Brass, King Alfred Dete Spiff. I like that name, Dete Spiff, but I've never heard of him before, but he does sound South to me. So no Igbo representation again from my reading, but if this King Alfred Dete Spiff is an Igbo person, then please let me know in the comment section, but I'm pretty certain that it's not Igbo, because of course the last thing, the detestable people, I think we are all agreed on that the thing that Malam Buhari detests the most, apart from his love he loves his own people as much as he detests the Igbo people. It will seem from all of the body language and actions that we have seen from his regime so far. So of course no Igbo representation, which I'm sure the Igbos have come to expect. So this is now though a clear warning to the Nigerian population. Rally at your own peril, demonstrate at your own peril, protest at your own peril, and march at your own peril. Conversations in the comment section, commenting in the comment section though is not at your peril, and clicking on the subscribe button is not at your peril too. So please do that. Click on the red subscribe button so it turns gray. The bell button notifies you every time I drop a new video. Click on like as well, because that helps with the algorithm. Once you've done all the clickings, come join me in the comment section. Come tell me what you're making of this positioning that Malam Buhari has taken. So I'll leave you here. Carry this conversation on with you in the comment section, but here I say peace.